let's dive into this. This is a pretty disturbing story. So if there are kids who are listening, young children, maybe it's time just to like skip ahead 6 or 7 minutes because this is people know I abhor violence of any type, even if it's against someone like Milo Yiannopoulos. And I just was reading his Facebook post, and I was very upset. I want to read this. This is just from 19 hours ago, maybe a little more now. I was just shoved and screamed at by a big group in a pub in Manhattan and forced out of the place. My God. Shoved? Screamed at? One of them was a reporter for Gizmodo. Jesus.
The Antifa news outlet.
Oh, my God. They were screaming at the top of their lungs about Nazis and KKK. This sounds like a complete cacophony, and the shoving and the screaming. Initially, I was going to stay put, but obviously they blocked me from my table and my bag. They try and take his bag, and they yelled at me to leave. And it was just about to escalate into something ugly. It sounds like it was ugly. I mean, if he's been shoved, it rattled me a little bit, just slightly. Perhaps because I have something to lose in life now. Wow.
I don't know.
My first thought was John and not getting myself hurt or killed. I think that's his husband. Wow. This was so harrowing that it made him think about losing his own life and leaving his husband. I don't know how I'd explain to my black husband that I got hurt for being a white supremacist. Does he always refer to him as, does he call him Black John? I mean, and possibly he wouldn't have the opportunity to explain because it sounds like his life was threatened here. I didn't have security with me. Jesus. That's classic. Forget you go to the pub. How many times have we all done this? Forgot to bring our security detail. So I just had to get out of there. I won't name the place we were at because the staff were really understanding and cool about it. But geez, it's now impossible for me to safely go out for lunch in most major cities in America because I supported Trump at the last election and don't like feminism. It's weird because there's so many people who supported Trump. And there's a lot of people who don't like feminism. I wonder why they don't get... All right, so we apparently have footage. Folks, this sounds like it's going to be super disturbing. The shoving, the screaming, the threatening. This guy looks like his life is endangered. Here it is, Milo Yiannopoulos. Do we know the name of the bar?
It was Churchill's Pub in East 20s.
Oh, my God. Of course, that's
Churchill's
a very
Tavern.
Dangerous area. Churchill's Tavern in East 20s. Here it is.
Nazi scum, get out! Nazi scum, get out! Nazi scum, get out! Nazi scum, get out!
Pause it. Now, this must have been before the shoving, right? Because he's just standing there calmly, apparently. And it's unclear to me whether or not that's just the patrons there or if it's also the staff.
And some passersby in the street.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. But this must be way before the shoving because he seems totally calm. Go ahead.
Nazi scum, get out! 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 Nazi scum, get out!
Oh, they're getting their bags from the checkout girl.
Nazi scum, get out!
And they left. That's weird.
Chilling.
Yes, and look at how they were almost blocked. They were a foot from the bar, and they asked the bartender for their backpacks back.
It's like footage from a war zone.
That is crazy. I can't believe he went through something like that. And in New York, of course, there's so few bars that he probably had to go right home and couldn't go anywhere else. And it turns out he just walked into a pub that just happened to have be full of members coming from a DSA citywide meeting.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about our info security. I feel like someone must have leaked that to him because...
that seems like quite a coincidence.
Yeah, and after he'd been, getting pretty irrelevant for a while.
Yes.
So...
This is, I have to say, this is the first time in probably many months I've said Milo Yiannopoulos. So
Yeah, very concerned about the InfoSec on that.
I would be a little bit concerned. And also, those people have to calm down. All of the mental shoving they did. And
His ears might have been ringing.
It's true.
I mean,
I could see how his first thought after that would be like, my husband. What would happen if I left my husband alone?
My black husband.
My black husband.
this may surprise you, but an eyewitness tells me there was no shoving.
You know, I am not surprised after looking at that video because he seems super calm if that was after the shoving.
Also, like, I know these people, and they're not the most threatening group.
Well, says you. I mean, look at the way they all
You're going to chant at somebody?
chanted in unison. You never know. They could go to the next thing you know, they could be going up to Yankee Stadium and yelling "Yankees suck, Yankees suck" out in front of it. That would
Like those Antifa people have been doing for a long time.
It's really dangerous.